Now, we've got an important election here. This primary is very important. It's going to be a Republican year. There's no doubt about it. We've got to make sure we get the right Republicans in the country. And we've got a chance to get a good conservative in these positions across the country, good conservatives. And isn't that what we're looking for? You know, I've been a conservative all my life. I went to Indiana University. I can't get more liberal than that, believe me. And I passed my first vote as a junior in college in 1980 for Ronald Reagan. So I've been a conservative all my life. I'm a family man. I've raised 4 kids. And I've been through that cycle under single families. I've been in business all my life. I deal with a lot of mom and pop operations, a lot of major corporations, and I understand what they need to be successful in thriving for their jobs. I'm asking for your vote. Don't let the pundits tell you who you vote for. Look for somebody that shares your values and that you know that will not be knocked off those values when it gets to Washington. Will have the right judgment when it comes to the issues. Whatever the issues are going to be, you're electing somebody for their judgment. And I think I'm the right man. So take a look at us, our campaign, and appreciate your vote. Next, number 3 will be John Rizzo.
I'll try to remember that speech. Breathe, be poised, be gone. Thank you all for coming today. Really appreciate your time and your support. A lot of familiar faces out there. I gotta tell you something. One thing we've done around us in this race is the fact that we really helped out the local side economy. So thank you. As you all know, I was the first person at the Tea Party last year to get up and announce running against Dennis Moore. I didn't need a full retirement meetings to go from the sidelines to front lines for you. My wife would be here today, but she's going on to Florida to pick up my daughter who's finishing up with an internship. Sammy's out. My gracious director should be a bigger K-State. I'll just gave you. But she's got 3 things she says why she wants to be elected. Number 1, she said a good man. Number 2, a hard-working man. And number 3, it's the point, it's the cheapest man alive. I hate spending my own money. I won't spend your money. I've been a clear and consistent conservative in this race since day 1. I have a few notes here, and what I want to tell you about is really, I'm not going to apologize for telling the truth. We may agree on 70 to 80% of the issues, but you're always going to have eyeball to eyeball from me on where we disagree. I'm a candidate that's had town halls all over this district, and I intend to do so for the next 12 years. I'm the first candidate who went out for self-imposed term limits. That's something that's important to me. This was never meant to be a lifelong job. One thing I'm really quite proud of is I'm the only candidate in this room to have the endorsement of a sitting U.S. Congressman. That's Congressman John Linder, and Georgia. He's a ranking member of the Ways and Means Committee. What that means to you is I've already forged coalitions to go to Washington. A lot of you are familiar with a man named Charlie Rangel. In the 112th Congress, starting on January 3rd, he will no longer be ahead of appropriations. Mr. Steve King out of Iowa 5 will be in that position. He will introduce H.R. 25, the fair tax, and I have proudly sponsored, I will co-sponsor that. We're going to bring economic prosperity to the United States of America. I'm also part of a group called the Freshman 50. Let's do a little history right now. There's 177 Republicans currently in the House right now. We're going to take back anywhere from 70 to 85 of those seats. I'm already part of a group called the Freshman 50. What differentiates us? We'll be a powerful bloc. We're going to hold Washington, D.C., even Congressman Boehner, because we've gotten to this point in time, not just from bad Republicans and bad Democrats, but from a lot of bad votes. But these 50 people were lockstep. Fair tax is our number 1 issue, as is mine. Number 2, term limits. Number 3, very important. I haven't heard any other candidates talking about this, but I will not lobby Washington, D.C. when I'm done in 12 years. No, no, no. Not for money. I might go out there and help the Boy Scouts or what have you, but not for money. That's something that's very important to me. What you see is what you get with John Rizzo. And it's called clock management. I feel like Bill Self right now. I call time out. Once again, I think the term limits are something important. The issue today, right now, people talk about it. It's not jobs. Believe it or not, it's not jobs. It's the lack of jobs. A lot of us in here work in the business field. We're small business owners. You have a lot of things going on in your life. Why are there not expansion of jobs right now? Uncertainty due to cap and trade. I oppose that. Uncertainty due to the government take over health care. I would repeal and defund that. That's not going to work for us. Number 3, $500 billion speed brake called to push tax cuts sunsetting in December is something I know that Congressman Seahart is working real hard right now to stop and extend those on. But right now we need to stop that. I'm your guy. I will work for you. I will fight for you. I have 6 kids. I serve in the United States Air Force. One thing I can tell you, I can secure a border. It takes me going down there for you all. Thank you all, and God bless you. God bless you.
Next up, we will have David King, please.
Dave King, I have about 27 position papers out on my website, daveking2010.com, which I don't apologize for the positions I take, not specific about them. The first thing that the next Congress must do, absolutely must do, is to repeal Obamacare. The second thing they need to do is to repeal the Financial Reform Act. And then, because of the EPA's unbelievable political stance with their command and control edict last September, I want them abolished. I want everybody in that place to go home, close the doors, turn off the lights, and get rid of those people. For nearly the same reason I want to get rid of the Department of Education and the Department of Energy. They've done nothing but attempt to destroy this nation. And I want them abolished. I want their enabling legislation repealed. I want it gone. The next thing is the IRS. Most immediate issue is to get rid of the 16,000 defund, 16,000 new IRS agents that Obama wants to employ. And then after that, we're going to get rid of the IRS and go to the fair tax. That's the only way around the country. And that lets visitors to the country and their legal aliens also pay the taxes, which they're currently not paying. I want to get us out of the UN. I want to get rid of every federal employee that is rated non-essential. If they're non-essential, what are we doing paying ourselves? We don't need them. By getting rid of the various agencies I just mentioned, you can save between $1/5 and $1/4 of $1 trillion every year. Putting that much money back into the Treasury is going to help save us from the disaster we're facing. Obama has built it, so we're up against a real hard spot, and that's the way to get out of it. Obama said not too long ago, he said, I'm going to call the bluff of everybody who's been telling him to quit spending. And you know what his bluff is going to be? It's going to be to raise taxes. We must not do that. By saving that $250 billion I just mentioned, we're going to have enough money to get things going. We can pay our debts, we can pay current bills, not have to go into deficit, not have to borrow money. And that's not just one-time saving of $250 billion. That's forever. That lasts a long time. Changing the subject just a little bit, if I had my way, I'd have the National Guard troops from the Gulf of Mexico to San Diego in the Pacific Ocean, about 100 yards, 200 yards apart, locked and loaded. That border down of Mexico has become extremely dangerous lately. And we've got to put people down there who will address the issues and who can withstand the pressure as people try coming across the border. After we've secured the border, then we go into complete defense. We've been mistreating, Obama's been mistreating Israel lately. We've got to stop that. They are our only ally in that part of the world, and we're probably their only ally in the entire world. We've got to support Israel. They're helping us fight the good fight. Again, got a bunch of position papers at daveking2010.com. Thank you.
All right, our fifth speaker, and I'll apologize in advance, Jeanne, because I always butcher your name, but Jeanne is voted.
Okay, close. That'll be the first time. I am Jeanne Uvodich. I did kind of put my name in what we might call late, which I didn't realize that, having never been in politics before. To me, a filing date of June 10th didn't mean that filing late April was going to be late, but apparently the general consensus I got from many was that it was.